Hello and welcome to Union of Scum, the podcast that delves deep into the weirder aspects of UK culture. My name's Darren J. Coles. I'm joined by Paul Hilleard and Charlie Webster. What are we going to be talking about this week, lads?
Wetherspoons.
I'm going to be talking about the pensioner who won the national lottery and turned into like a drug kingpin.
Great. And I'm going to be reading out some emails and voicemails that we've had from the patriots at home. Okay. Paul,
Right.
should we get into Wetherspoons?
So we all know about Wetherspoons. It's, anyone who doesn't, it's sort of like the chain pub. I don't know if there's any other pub you can compare Wetherspoons to. Like, what's the American equivalent of a chain pub?
Hooters?
Yeah, maybe, but that's got more of a theme. Whereas
Yeah.
Wetherspoons,
The theme in Wetherspoons is
Alcoholism.
uncontrolled alcoholism.
yeah. I mean, the cheapest pint you can get in Wetherspoons is what, a Doom bar for like. It used to be $1.50, but times have changed. I think it's just over
$2.50.
$2.10 now.
I think you can get Ruddles for like under two
That's
quid.
the one. Ruddles, I think, was the one that was like
it's
$1.50.
like drinking fucking pond water, but you can't get
Pint of gravy.
Yeah,
Syrupy gravy.
I love drinking them, but I would rather not drink than drink that shit.
Is it like a stout? It's not
No,
stout,
it's just like a
Snail,
like a
isn't it?
lukewarm ale.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bollock warm ale.
Bollock
From a
warm,
box, normally.
Definitely, yeah.
poured out of a tiny casket.
Just a rank old box of shit.
Yeah, and that's like the nationwide
It's pretty much
pub
like,
of
yeah.
the UK. There's over 800 of them in the UK.
Is that it?
Wetherspoons.
I thought there'd be more.
Is it? They're
I think
growing,
it's
aren't they? I thought they're gaining more pubs.
Like a big old tumor just spreading
like a
throughout the country.
disease.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'd say about 2 or 3 years, the way fucking British pub industry and hospitality is going, it will just be Wetherspoons.
It'll be the last bastion left.
Yeah, we
pretty
would
much.
have to just drink Wetherspoons. That's the only place we'll drink.
Yeah.
After COVID, they shut a few of them down. But he told the guy who runs it, Tim Martin, told people, go get a job in Tesco's.
Yeah, that was
He was
yeah.
He
horrible
sacked all
cunt.
his staff and basically, if he had his way, he would stack all his staff for robots, and that will happen in about 2 or 3 years time.
Oh yeah, well there'll just be a bank of vending machines.
Yeah.
That we'll just pop our card into, and then they'll lower down a Ruddles into our hand,
Because they were the first ones to implement the whole scan the QR code, right?
Or what, to the table?
To the table service.
That table service, which has now
Wasn't
spawned that horrible kind of sub-restaurant industry where there's no people, there's no servers at all. You just
It
scan.
takes about 15 minutes to fucking put a burger in.
Or for me, I've just not got my food, and I'm sat there with all with you guys, and you're all eating food, and I'm just sat there because I've scanned it incorrectly. The algorithm's not
that needs to
recognised
end,
me.
that shit.
Yeah,
It
it's a
needs to
horrible
end.
trend that needs to should go the same way as, I don't know, like,
The dodo.
yeah, exactly. Dodo.
Or slavery, something like that.
Dodo. What fast food chain was that? Dodo restaurants.
It is mad that the Wimpy isn't anything anymore, but
There's still a few about, isn't there? I think.
it's not. I don't think it is.
There
I
is,
think
there
it
is a
might be
few.
free, right?
I think there's one in Croydon.
There's one. There's one down south somewhere in like Swanage or something.
I'm pretty sure it's about 10, 15 left.
Yeah, there is a couple left. Yeah, clinging on for dear life. But anyway, that's a subject for maybe another podcast. Let's stick with Wetherspoons.
Yeah, sorry, man.
So just want to say a message. So yeah,
Road
that's
chef.
Tim Martin. So he was also the architect of one of the major proponents of Brexit, wasn't he? To get us, and he had all these basically propaganda
in
menus
a magazine.
printed
He
out.
printed out Wetherspoons magazine, which must be an incredible read. I've never read it, but
I did. I definitely did.
it
Yeah.
must be riveting. It must be like the fucking Carp Times or whatever.
Yeah. Well, if you're imagine if you're like a kind of, elderly divorcee and you spend all your days, you're in Wetherspoons by lunchtime. I imagine you wouldn't mind leafing through the old Wetherspoons Digest.
Those who've never been to a Wetherspoons, our American friends, our Brazilian friends,
Yeah, that big community is definitely watching us from those
1%,
regions.
that 0.01% listener we had from Saudi Arabia once. Yeah, so he was the main driving force for Brexit, although the fucking irony is that he was actually paying a lot of foreigners cheap wages in order to work in Wetherspoons. So he was kind of gutted when
It harmed him, I think, eventually. It
Yeah,
did.
massively.
Well,
Yeah.
he's got £440 million in the bank, so don't know how much it's harmed him, I'll be honest,
I don't
boys.
think but what he's funny because he looks, because he wears this weird blue polo shirt all the time, and he's got this kind of spiked up hair. To me, he looks like
He's got a mullet. He's got a little
is
mullet
it
going
like
on.
a mullet? Yeah. Well, yeah. To me, he looks a bit like an elderly Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what he reminds me of.
I think he looks like a retired lion. I think he looks like he's like a disease. He's got a disease like wildcat to him. You know, some sort of.
If Parsley the lion was made redundant,
Yeah, he looks like he's been put out to pasture. He's been kicked out of the herd. No, that's not a herd, is it? The pride. Yeah, that's
pride.
Do you
Yeah.
reckon he was a wild one, or do you reckon he was in captivity? Or
I think he was a real corporate one. Yeah, he was always wearing a fucking shit suit with a stinking attitude.
He'd get wheeled in in some sort of recruitment Christmas party, like they just go, you know what, we've done well this quarter. Let's get a lion in. Let's get a lion in for the boys, and they just make it drink Ruddles and make it do shots.
Yeah.
I had mates who were working in Wetherspoons, and they told me that because he's known as a bit of an eccentric. If he ever came to like a pub,
Some of the letters are in there, yeah.
He's such a eccentric. He wears the same blue polo shirt every single day. He's fucking mad like that. That's weird.
He's had the same hairstyle since 1996. That's how fucking wacky he is.
But he liked people to call him. He liked people to like use the word purple round him. So if he ended up in the pub, like this would be, when you get in your. What's the first day of work when you don't actually do any work? You have to go
trial
through the handbook. You have to go through the handbook, and they say, "Oh yeah, do this, do this." They would tell you, "Yeah, if he ever comes in, say the word purple around him or pineapple. He loves pineapples, shit like this." Yeah.
Right, and what does that do to him? Does it give him a lob on or something?
I
What
don't
does it
know.
do to him?
I think probably some sort of power thing, right?
Really, you got to say purple around him.
I don't know.
I think that's absolutely bollocks, Paul. Okay?
It might be.
I think you've just stated things that come to your mind.
Someone told me that.
It's just
Yeah, some people
like
could.
bollocks.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of comics.
And
obviously
there's a
winding
running
up.
theme now in a lot of podcasts where you will say something with real, like, conviction, and it's just fucking shite.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you
Like
what
when
I got told, officer. That's it.
Like when you said that most sportsmen retire at 22 years old. I was like, that is shit.
They do. They do.
They
Most
fucking
people-
don't.
They do. They don't retire because they want to. It's not like a comfortable. It's like they've had a horrible injury because they've been playing since they were teenagers.
No, just absolute bollocks.
It is.
Absolute
It's the
bollocks.
cull. It's the cull, man. Think about it. Most footballers, they don't play until they're into their 30s. Most people get cut out at the early
Yeah,
stages.
because they're shit at football, or they just go down the lower leagues.
So
Or
shit,
they don't all
shit
have,
or
like-
injury.
Well, it's just
They don't all have like anal injuries and have to fucking
I never
stop.
said anything about anal injuries. Talking about
That's very much a feature of you in the podcast. Is that you go anal very quick.
Yeah, no, it just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm
it
talking
does.
about shin splinters.
shin splinters. Well, that's not what they're called, Paul.
Yeah, they're called shin splints.
They're called
but
shin
yeah.
splints.
Do they?
Oh, I've got fucking bits of wood in my shin. Oh, time to retire.
They go on A&E with their shin splinters and they give them a sick note.
I've got shin splinters. I'm going to go down the old Wetherspoons and order a big purple pint.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. So I mean,
The Wetherspoons, because we were going to tell our Saudi friend, the makeup of the Wetherspoons isn't like normal pubs. There's no TVs.
No, there's no music.
There's no music. Because I think
is there no music?
No
I've never
music,
really
No,
noticed that.
it's just not.
it doesn't make it
They
So
have
caught up in the
they have
beautiful
loads of slot
ambience.
machines. They have loads of like
slots. Yeah.
load of fruities in there,
Yeah.
but
They serve food.
they serve bad food.
The food, it comes out worryingly quickly.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's almost like comes out before you even order it. They're like, yeah, there you go, burger and chips, and you're
I
like,
think
"Whoa."
I used to regularly go in there. Pre-Brexit,
We had a
And
phase
post.
of
Shut the fuck
I didn't go. I honestly go. I only
we've
go,
gone there less.
I go in. I go to Wetherspoons probably once a year when I'm forced to.
Yeah.
When I'm really on like a fucking crawl and I'm desperate for a cheap like a vodka Red Bull, I'll go in there, stumble in there.
Yeah, we've been in there once or twice, and we got through a phase where we were going in there 3-4 times a week pre-Brexit.
It wasn't that much, but
It was
went
a
there
lot.
quite a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
It was like the perfect pre-drink destination.
and we go there for food a lot of times. It was cheap.
We would. I'd have a really
food
messy
was-
Texan burger, which basically was 2 burgers in a bun with a little wedge of bread in between, and then they just ladle some mince over the whole thing. It was borderline inedible. You had to eat it before it disintegrated. You had about had about 10 seconds to eat it before it collapsed in on itself like a neutron star.
I'm pretty sure I've ordered food and it came back before I got back to my table,
Mm.
and I was like, "That isn't good."
But it was, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I enjoy. I
It's the
obviously wolfed it
best.
down.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I remember being. I
You questioned it for 1.5
I
seconds.
probably
before
was
you-
so obese at that period of my life that it took me longer to walk up the stairs.
It's the reason he's a.
Yeah, thank God that period is now over.
Do you know what? You fucking Larry little cunt. I've lost a load of weight this month. I have some fucking respect.
You have
Have
actually.
you?
I lost 9 pounds in 1 month.
Oh, well done, man.
I mean, I put probably 4 of it back on going to fucking Bucharest, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Mm.
But yeah, Wetherspoons, there's often in like converted. There's a few converted churches. There's one in the valleys. That's an old
there's a lot
post
of
office.
churches. Yeah.
All like graded listed builders. Oh, fuck off. You know what I meant.
Listed builders.
Graded listed builders.
I think you're right.
Was I right the first time?
I think you're graded or listed.
Listed?
I think you're.
Are they not the same?
It's just
Yes,
listed.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
it's
Oh, all right.
listed.
So all listed buildings.
Different types of listed buildings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the nice listed buildings become spoons.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
Edinburgh, all the old cinemas.
Yeah.
like,
Well,
so
there's
you-
one in
You go into some of them and you're like, this is a fancy fucking place.
one
And-
set on next to the station in Cardiff is an old
old theatre, right?
old theatre.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Central Bar, that's an old nightclub,
It's a
I think.
it's a real damning indictment of this country. All these like formerly religious centers, community areas, places of artistic,
Culture.
culture is now like it's like been hollowed out, and now we're going to be like the only thing that really binds us together anymore is getting absolutely fucking leathered in a pretty dank, mildewy kind of
Three
space.
Coronas for a favour.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a fishbowl with me and my father. We're gonna do some bonding.
And they all look the same as well. Same deco,
Yeah.
same carpet,
Yeah.
same cushions.
It's got that kind of like it's like a I don't know, like a 90s hallway kind of vibe. Like that's the
It is
kinda
quite
smell of
comforting
it.
though. Admittedly, it's like you walk into it, it's like a McDonald's. You know exactly what you're going to get. You don't have to look at the menu.
Yeah.
You know how it's going. The toilets are usually quite nice.
Oh, well, I mean, depends on what time you go in. Like, the gents' toilet, like after 9 o'clock, the fucking cistern's been smashed in.
This is the thing. Most
The
Wetherspoons,
fucking seat's been ripped off.
they are just supposed to be pubs. But there's a few, like, there's in Ponty, ours turns into a nightclub. And I remember my brother used to bring back friends from university to stay with us during the Christmas period. And they would, like, have their minds blown to be like, you have a Spoons that turns into a nightclub. Wasn't a good nightclub, but it was
No.
just like,
Just move the tables over to one side and then.
But that's perfect because nightclubs are normally
Place 'em.
annoyingly expensive, aren't they? So if you just at Wetherspoons,
Yeah.
just put the chairs away and get rid of the
Yeah.
condiment section, then you're laughing, aren't you?
everyone's doing the...
They get rid of it. Just put like a tea cloth over it.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. The condiments are going to the side now. This is going to turn into Samba night at Wetherspoons, Pontypridd.
Mango chutney is out of the way.
Mango chutney's the drag act they have on.
That's your fucking name.
Yeah, that's my. Hi guys, hi listeners in Saudi Arabia. You're tuning in to Mango Chutney FM. Things are going to get sweet yet savory. Yeah. Have you had any like fun?
I got kicked out of
You've definitely been booted out of
I've been
I mean,
booted.
surely all of us. I don't know if I've ever been
loads of times.
booted out of a Wetherspoons, but I've definitely gone fucking howling in a Wetherspoons.
I got booted out of a Wetherspoons, but it was the nicest kicking out of a pub I've ever been.
It was an act of
They
an
just
act of
patted-
service. Was it? It
yeah.
was an act of kind service.
patted you on the arse as they escorted you out the fire escape.
It was one of those nights where you're like, you should have gone home hours ago, and you're clinging on for some
Do
reason.
they just
and
sit
you're
you down and
drinking,
go,
you're drinking.
is everything all right at home?
Close, close. I got woken up because I was
Oh, right,
sleeping
you
in
were
a booth,
kidding.
and he just went,
Come with me, come on, son.
and he
gets-
took
it
me
gets
all the
better.
way through.
Gets better.
He was very kind. He was like parting the sea with me. We had to go through the dance floor. Out we got.
Outdoor into his Citroen, closed the door behind you, locked you in,
But as I was out there,
drove you home. Gentle lover, very gentle lover. I mean, I was in and out of it at the time because he'd spiked me.
Did he kiss you on the forehead? Like
He's close. He's close. He had his arm around me. He was very kind to me, and then he just went. I just turned to him and went, "I forgot my jacket," and then he led me back in.
Oh,
Got our jacket. Off I went. Can
there
I
are
come
some
back
nice
next
bounces
time?"
out
They're
there.
nice. got him on the right day. He was off his cycle. That's all I'm saying. You know, no
Off
trend.
his cycle? What do you mean? Oh, right, sorry.
okay, I didn't know.
I thought you said I thought he was suggesting he was going through the menopause or something.
Oh, well, he
He
could
was
have been both.
menstruating. You sure it wasn't a woman, Paul? Oh, actually, on reflection,
Turns out it was my mum. They phoned my mum.
his name was Claire. Oh, this all makes sense now. Yeah. Have you ever? I mean, we've had some pretty fun times in Wetherspoons.
Yeah, I've been kicked
I
out.
remember
loads,
once I
but-
was on the phone in one of the cubicles, and the bouncer nearly kicked the door in, thinking I was doing coke in there.
When you just talking to your mum on the phone. Hey, mum, having a great night.
It's very noisy in here. Everyone's downstairs and they get very giddy.
Can you leave me some shepherd's pie in the microwave?
Were you taking a shit or were you just on your phone?
Just on the phone.
So what happened when he booted the door down?
I just had to quickly open it and go, what? Because I didn't know that was why he was trying to get in. He was like, what are you doing there?
Phone
And I was just like, I was on the phone to my girlfriend, actually.
in.
She's feeling very homesick being in Exeter University. Yeah. But yeah, I remember we went there fairly recently and it was on a Saturday night or something. You know when all the glasses are piling up on the table because it's they've got too much, and it's just I think there was a pint glass full of sick on the table.
Yeah, right to the brim. with
full to the brim with chunder.
Yeah, with old fucking weekend chunder. A fucking pavement pizza, but via the glass.
Oh God.
Glass pizza, basically. Glass pizza.
Glass pizza, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one because they also do curry club, which is
They have
So
lots of
they do a different club every
Yeah,
day.
chicken
Yeah.
club.
burger club, steak club.
Burger Club,
Mm.
Burger Club again the following Thursday.
Fish Fridays.
Fish Fridays.
I remember we would
Sausage
go.
Saturdays.
We'd go on Thursdays for curry club when we were at uni, and one time they had a manager's deal on.
Manager special.
Manager
Managers-
special.
What does that even mean? If you're a manager of
It was
anywhere,
just it was just printed off, little next to the tills. It was like manager special, £3.50 for a mixed grill, and I've already ordered my extra large.
Is this about a
Madras.
double meal situation came in?
yeah,
double
Paul
dinners.
likes to after the little glimpse behind the magician's curtain here, guys. After the podcast, sometimes we'll go out for some food, and Paul has a tendency. He likes a big meal. Normally, you'll have either a family bucket, like if we went to KFC, or if we go to a chicken restaurant, you'll have the biggest thing on the menu, and then some a little side thing. Because
He's a grown boy. He's a grown.
well, no, he said he's ingested a tapeworm because he wants to lose weight, so he's trying to feed the worm.
Feed the worm.
I'm just feeding the worm, guys.
He is the fattest thin man I know because really the
amount you
food
put away.
what he puts away, he should be Rick Waller size, really.
Yeah.
Who the
You know.
fuck's that?
Yeah, it's just a big fat guy from the late in the noughties. He was on
He's on a
Pop Idol, was he?
Pop Idol, I think. Yeah, big, massive guy
He's
who had the
rough,
voice, body of a walrus, voice of an angel, who then got through, but also had a stinking attitude, really bad
Yeah, he did have a
attitude.
stinking attitude.
Yeah, there he is.
What was
There he is, Paul. Sam's
Oh,
our
yeah.
producer's
Yeah,
got
he
the
looks a bit
picture.
like
Gotta put my glasses on for this one.
Yeah, he look. What does he look? Yeah, I mean,
He
he's
kind of
just
looks like, do you remember those really big bottles of Coke you got in the 90s? They were like 4 litres. So he had a really skinny little head like that. I mean, he just big fucking
like a big old bowling
big
pin.
liquid fucking body.
Yeah, it was pure butter, Pepsi Max cherry, and a multi bag of Doritos.
Oh, I
Yeah, he's
remember. He's
multi-bagging,
quite a
yeah.
young lad as well, wasn't he?
He was pretty
Yeah.
young at the time. He looked about 40, but he was 23.
He there's later photos of him out there. It's someone we could do a pod on, really. But
Yeah.
he has got. Last time I saw him, he was an exam adjudicator.
An invigilator.
Invigilator, not an adjudicator. And he had cornrow. He had pink cornrows.
Yeah, that's
And I was
pretty
like,
bad.
perfect. He actually looked like a fucking sea hag. He looked like a sea monster.
Yeah.
I can see monster two things.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are,
it's
but I didn't know which
everything.
one was better. All right,
Sea hag
so I
is
went with both.
Sea hag is from Amsterdam. That's a red light district.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's like
What's the sea hag?
a sea hag is like a prostitute. The fisherman fuck, I thought.
What?
Isn't that what a sea hag is?
What?
Isn't that what? That's what I thought when
Was
I think
that
of
like
sea
a
hag.
real thing? Is this
No, I'm
is
just
this is this with
Haven't
Tim
you
Martin needs to have purple mentioned to him. And
Have
you
you
know.
read Moby Dick? There's fucking.
yeah, I don't remember that bit.
Well, that's
They
all
still
I
fucking
remember.
sea hags.
Watch
That's-
out for the sea hags.
That's the version of Moby Dick I wrote and distributed myself.
No, sea hag. Hag is a woman who fucks for money, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose.
so a sea hag would be like a whore for fishermen. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Producer
But they're
Simon says, yeah.
actually. Sorry, I'm just looking up some stuff on Wetherspoons, trying to desperately bring it back on track.
I've got something. I've got.
There's. I didn't realize there's no music policy.
Yeah, they
in
never have music.
Wetherspoons. I didn't know about that, and because
Divisive.
Tim Martin has said pubs should be about talking, not blasting tunes.
Hey, I do kind of agree with him on that aspect.
Yeah, that's true. It is
And actually,
annoying
do
if
you
the
know what I
music's
find
a bit
quite
too
annoying?
loud.
I think back in the 90s and early noughties, there wasn't many TVs in pubs. What they would do, I remember going to a local pub, and they would drag in a TV for the FA Cup final, the Grand National, and that was it.
Really?
That was it. That was the only time, or maybe the World Cup as well.
Right.
But that was it, and they never had TVs. Now, if you go to a pub now, you could have fucking bog snorkeling on the channel. If it's up there, fucking go in for it. I'm watching it, even if I'm not into bog snorkeling.
Yeah. Do you remember that time? So we went on a stag do in Abergavenny, and there was one nightclub that was there. It was called Auberge.
Yeah.
And it was the only place that was. It was the only place that was on. Yeah, this really like fancy French name in the middle of fucking Abergavenny. And we ended up going there, and what was really funny about it, as soon as we went in, they had rolling news on the television. Like in a nightclub, everyone's like fucking jumping like that, and they just had rolling news. And I remember I kept making the joke. I was dancing and shouting, "I hope they find that missing girl."
I'm pretty sure they had a Joseph Kony related like news article as well. It was like,
What a news story?
yeah, Joseph Kony's been found doing some shit.
yeah.
But he's back doing bad shit again.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
He's back up to his old tricks
Kony's
again.
bloody back again.
He's back training more child soldiers. Joe, what we told you, naughty boy.
Sambuca time.
Sambucas. Couple of conies on the house here, Chief. That's what we should have done. Parlayed into whatever the biggest news story was that day. Shot a Joe Coney.
It was one of those rural nightclubs which normally has either 18-year-olds in or like sort of like
or 80-year-olds
or like sort of 60
pensioners.
That's every Valley's nightclub.
Yeah.
On a
Yeah.
Saturday, you'll
Yeah.
always find some guy. You're talking about the dishes are all stacked up. There'll be a couple of old boys with their anoraks on, still drinking the Ruddles. They haven't moved since the morning, and now you've got a bunch
And
of
also
like
they are
fucking teenagers
also there
drinking.
to kind of prey on the teenagers as well. That's how so it's pretty dark.
It's the circle of life.
And it depresses us all.
Do you want to guess how big the biggest Wetherspoons is in the whole of the UK?
In terms of what?
I know where it is. I know where it
Oh, you
is.
know where-
footage?
Go on then, let's see
It's
how
in
much you know.
Ramsgate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The
Because
Royal
I've
Vic-
been
Of
there.
course
Have you
you've
been
been.
there?
Of course,
I'm pretty
you've
sure I've
there.
been there. I went to watch the football there, and I'm
Yeah, I was
pretty
going to
sure.
say on your football.
And I think
excursions.
actually I don't know. I just heard that it had the biggest Wetherspoons. I don't know why I remember that fact.
The Royal Victoria Pavilion in Ramgate, Kent. Ramsgate. Oh yeah, Ramsgate.
Ramblate.
Ramsgate.
Ramigate.
Biggest Wetherspoons in the UK, opened in 2017 after a £4.5 million refurbishment of the former Victorian concert hall and casino. It's known as the Super Spoons. Features
It's too close to soup spoon, isn't it? Really.
big spoons. They should just got
Big spoons.
big spoons. It's 11,000 square foot of space, seating up to 1,400 people, and a large rooftop terrace. I was hoping it'd be bigger.
Also doubles up as a homeless shelter as well, don't I? They get rid of condiments. They take the condiments.
Yeah,
away,
they put the
obviously.
condoms aside. After the nightclub's finished, then it becomes a soup kitchen.
And the cutlery. No
So-
cutlery allowed.
Yeah, no cutlery allowed.
It's got 550 tables, spanning 2 floors.
That is that's insane.
Fuck
You've
me.
been there, though. What did you think?
You could,
I don't know if I have. I think I've
you could
just
build
heard
an
about
ark
it.
out of those tables.
Yeah, I think I just heard. I don't think I have been there. I've just heard about it.
It's a Grade 2 listed building.
Of course it is.
Of course.
Do you reckon it's ever had it all?
Probably used to be like a
500
synagogue or something.
Like 500 tables, isn't that?
I can't even physically imagine that. I can't even picture that amount in my head. 500 fucking tables.
Just think of a big area, mate. Just think of a big area with loads of tables in it.
Oh, I don't even think, no. No, it's one table in my mother's house, right? Okay, you got one table in the house I live in. That's 2 tables right there. Too many tables. Too many tables, chief.
How much mayonnaise do you reckon they go for a week?
Ooh.
How many bottles? Because you're going to get a lot of stealing from there, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? As
Oh
well?
yeah. We had a friend of ours, comedian friend, who's got cerebral palsy, and we once went out for his birthday, and we were loading up his little basket on the front of his mobility scooter with condiments from Wetherspoons. Do
I
you
was
remember?
making him steal.
Yeah, and he drove out with them
and he was-
happily. He was pissed, and he just
was
drove
fucking
out with them.
Yeah, with loads of fucking vinegar and fucking mint sauce.
Yeah,
They just didn't say anything to him. They're like, oh, he's disabled as fuck. Let him go.
yeah, they did. Yeah, they didn't question it.
Mm.
You can't question it.
No.
It's like,
Man hasn't got working use of one hand. You gotta let him fucking do what he wants.
Yeah,
at
let
that
him have all
point.
the sauces he wants. Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Yeah. How much mayonnaise do you reckon they get through? I don't know, 60 tons. You got the
No,
answer to hand? Or just
No, I'm just trying to
Oh,
add a bit. Add
oh
a bit
yeah,
of-
you add yes handing, are you? Are you
Yeah.
yes handing?
I'm doing what you do, man. I'm just trying to add a little bit of texture to the pot.
Yeah, well, yeah, great.
Is that-
Finally,
is that okay?
at last, you're learning from me.
Is
You're
that
learning
okay?
from me. It's okay, man. It's all
Oh,
right.
okay, man. Do you want to explain what the fuck you look like that as well?
I don't.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't. So let's move on.
Oh, okay, cool,
Let's
man.
move on. Well, think about it. I could explain it and go, this is like my homage to the performance artist Lee Bowery, but no one who listens to this fucking thing is going to know who the fuck Lee Bowery is.
Yeah, they just think
So
you
what's the
look
point?
like
Because
a
they're just
cunt.
morons just go, oh, he's probably gay or mentally ill or something. The two things I hate the most in the world. Fucking, I will need to tell him.
You're raised baiting, aren't you? You're trying to.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. When I see those comments going, why is he wearing a dress? I don't understand it. It's like, okay, I'm going to do it more then.
Mm.
I'm going to get weirder, guys. This is going to
So
get
really,
fucking really weird.
If we want you to stop wearing a dress, which would be great,
you have to encourage me.
we'd have to just be nice to you. Do you know what? I really find a guy with
The guy in a dress with a polka dot face. I found
He is
he's a real
charming.
artist. You need to call me an artist and a genius before I stop doing this.
Okay.
So
And then you put your little blue polo shirt on like that fucking lion boy from Wetherspoons.
like Tim Martin, great man. You're bringing it back round to the
Mate, that's-
subject.
mate,
You're
mate, it's
smart.
called-
I like it.
It's called
You're
professionalism.
learning. It's
mate,
good
hey,
that my
right?
mentoring is finally paying off. My professional mentoring, my
It's
live
called-
mentoring.
It's called a callback, mate. You want to write that one down? All right?
Have we got anything else on Wetherspoons?
No, we've done enough on Wetherspoons.
I think we've done enough. But the thing is, do we? I feel like as a country, do you feel like we deserve Wetherspoons? Have we?
I'm happy we have
country,
Wetherspoons. I wish it wasn't ran by such a cunt. I wish it was.
He's a fucking asshole.
I think it
really
could be a
hate him.
better institution. I like that you can go there and you can get
Because really,
like cheap food.
there should be like every pub should be fucking cheap right now, but it isn't.
No.
And so as annoyingly, they're able to just you prey on just people who are broke and are not making much money or not even working.
Yeah.
So as a result, it's become
Or
I don't
no
like how it's
ethics.
become
Yeah.
synonymous with this like working class culture, which I kind of fucking hate.
Yeah, that is really shitty, actually.
You know?
Because everyone has the right to get fucking pissed in this country, you know?
Yeah,
Because this
I
country
do
is
believe
bleak
that.
as fuck. It's cold about 8 months of the year.
Yeah.
It's dark at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, nothing
miserable.
fucking works. Like the
Everything's
trains don't fucking
expensive.
work. The buses don't run on time.
So if you stop just being able to get pissed, why are we living here?
And pub
I mean,
culture
yeah.
is like part of it's part of the best
The
cultures
fabric.
of
It is.
Britain.
It's the
Like,
best
people
part
come
of
here
British
to
culture.
go
It
to
really
pubs.
sure.
So if you just go to a Wetherspoons, also like fucking Wetherspoons don't put on bands, they don't put on DJs,
No, they
they
care
don't
about
put on
anyone.
like fucking any like
They all they care about
intra-pub
is profit.
quizzes
That's
or
all they
anything
care
that
about.
makes
Yeah.
a pub like.
They're not
But I
paying their
don't- I don't-
staff any fuck all, you know.
Yeah.
Like
But I don't want to mock people going to Wetherspoons.
no, not me, because it's like what other we have no other choice, and that's what I mean. That's what it feels like.
What I would say is that there is a certain Wetherspoons person who would, even if all the other pubs were cheap, they would still go in there because they're a cunt.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Be a conscious cunt,
Mm.
okay? An ethical cunt.
Yeah.
So time to time you can go to Spoons. That's all right. You know, we've all got to go there.
But support your local pub as well.
Yes.
Yeah, go to your local pub.
Yes. Chuck a
And-
fiver in the jukebox.
Yeah.
You know?
Get off with the staff, you know, have sex with the elderly landlady, you know, make her
Mm.
feel some sort of warmth that she hasn't felt since her husband died
Shit in a pint glass and
2005.
fucking throw it at the front door. You know.
Watch your local landlady clean it up.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Not some, poor Polish girl who's working there for fuck all. Like have someone who you live a few doors down from clean it up.
Yeah, like, take your elderly dog who's like terminally ill and let him puke up in there, and don't tell anyone about it. Let him just do that. You can do.
Give it to one of the locals to break its neck in front of everyone. Because that's what brings a community together.
Make memories. That's what we're trying to get you to do.
Memories.
Make memories. You
Make
can't make the
memories.
memories in a spoon.
Memories.
No.
Make them. Oh, what was I doing? Okay, that's needs to stop now.
Okay, that was good. Good item. Charles, what are you going to talk about this week?
I'm going to talk about a pensioner who has got caught. He won the lottery in 2010. His name is John Eric Spidley. Is it?
No, Spibby.
Spibby. Sorry, yeah.
Spibby.
Spibby. Great surname. And he
Disobeying the general rule, they shouldn't really have a P and a B that close to each
No,
other. They sound too similar.
When you're dyslexic, it's a fucking nightmare.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, when you got a disability like me.
Where is that name from?
One of many. Let's be honest,
one of the few. So he won the lottery in 2010 and won 2 million. And instead of just enjoying the cash and going to like Costa del Sol,
how old was he when he won?
in his 60s.
Good time in life to
Yeah.
you've learned a few things in life. You're ready to settle down comfortably and
can
go
make
on
the
that
most
world
of the
cruise
money.
you always promised yourself you'd go.
Exactly.
He bought a cottage, and he bought a cottage with a free a triple garage, which is there's alarm bells there already,
Did he have many cars?
And I mean,
Didn't own a license.
He couldn't drive. Three
me,
garages though. That's a sign of a rich man right there. A man with 3 garages and no cars.
That's the thing. Like for me, that's suspicious on its own. No one needs that much space to tinker. No one needs that much space.
No.
You need a shed when you're in your 60s, maybe to push it. You don't need
pottering
triple
shed.
garage. But in that triple garage, he made industrial pill mill where he made diazepam. And they reckon that he estimated street value of the diazepam he produced was 57 million to 288 million on street value.
Really?
So he's fucking like serious money.
He became the Walter White of Britain.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And they found a machine gun in there as well. The fucking mad old cunt with a fucking machine gun in there.
Wow. Well, like Walter White, once you get into that life, you've got to start protecting yourself,
Yeah, and
just a one-man army, just like...
someone said, someone quoted, oh shit, I fucked this up here big time. I didn't do the first bit. He goes, he had a triple garage, always suspicious. And then someone said, however, we thought he was a nice old guy, but we did see him with a red Lamborghini a few times, which should have been a clue. Because I used to see him driving around like an old van. But then
he went driving around a Bedford Rascal, then one day he's turned up in a red Lambo.
So yeah, and they found a machine gun, like I said, and yeah.
When did they find it? When did they find him?
Recently, yeah.
So
they've been doing this since 2010.
Where do you think he did most of his dealing, like a garden centre or something? Do you reckon?
I think he had a library. He had a criminal gang. Like
really,
he had like his sons involved.
Load of newspaper boys like on their bikes, like
and
delivering diazepam.
By the looks of it, he just sold diazepam, but they were all fake. They weren't even real diazepam.
Oh, so it wasn't even real.
Well, no, I think it wasn't legitimate diazepam. I mean, that's like
the effects was working.
I don't know. It must have.
He wasn't ripping people off.
No, he must have had some
At
kind
least he
of
was an honest drug dealer. Yeah.
But yeah, just made sleepers. That's all he did. But he made a fuckload of money. I kind of there's a part of me which absolutely loves this story. Just thinking he could have just retired.
It was entrepreneurial, isn't
it? But he was like, nah, fuck this. I'm going to become mad wealthy. But this is a time now where I've got this 2 million where I can set it up, get a triple garage sorted out, get some ingredients.
He must have been thinking about it, right? He must have been thinking about this. Like, what was his job beforehand?
I don't know. It doesn't
like, was this the first time he's been in trouble?
Probably does say, but you've just not looked up.
Mate,
it almost certainly does say what he did.
Man, have a gander. I couldn't
but also you could have gone from this perspective, right? He could have just been so like mild mannered his whole life, right? And very like put upon. And one day, he got that money. He just goes, "I'm sick of people treating me like a doormat." I'm going to go out there. What's a real scary job? And he's going through the yellow pages. Oh, I can't see. Oh, maybe I could get into falconry or something. No, that's not enough. Oh, maybe I could get in drag racing. Yes, maybe that's quite dangerous.
Monster trucks.
And then-
I can get a load of monster trucks.
Then one day he's on telly and he just sees The Wire or something. He goes, "Yes, that's it. I'm going to be like that Disney rascal I've seen on the telly. I'm going to become a pill pusher." And then just him like Googling on the internet, just like, trying to find, like, looking up the anarchist cookbook and stuff like that, trying to find out how to manufacture drugs in your house. So yeah, I admire it. I admire
I
it.
like the entrepreneurial sort of like. I like that spirit of him going, no, this is my time to shine. This is my time to make some sickening money. His quote is saying, he's quoted saying something along the lines of, I want to watch out Elon, watch out Bezos or something like that, which is great, isn't it?
Did he say that after he got arrested? It's like,
I think no,
mate, your drug dealing days are over.
I don't know, he said it at some point. He's quoted him saying that.
When he was sat in one of his 3 garages smoking a pipe, talking to all these newspaper boys, he just goes, "Watch out, Elon. Watch out, Jeff Bezos. I'm coming for you."
Yeah.
If you were to come into a load of money,
Yeah.
in the latter stages of your life,
Mm.
what? I mean, I think you definitely lean into criminal activity for sure.
Nah, we'd buy them. We wouldn't fucking.
Yeah, I do know
we're
what
not creating
I'd do
them.
something stupid like run. I'd probably run like a bar or something, like a small venue, and have stuff going on all the time. And be really sociable. But then it's really hard to make money. The thing is, even if you just like tread water with that money, even on running a bar, that'd be okay. That'd be fun at least. But then you would probably turn to an alky pretty quick, wouldn't you, if you run a bar?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to do that.
You
But
want to do that to your nearest and dearest.
maybe I'd open like a fucking panini shop or something like that. I don't know.
Panini shop.
Trump,
I just
What's
enjoy.
that a front for, though? That's what I want to know.
fucking spice cash.
Selling spice, lacing your croque monsieurs with spice.
Mm.
He got sent down for 16 years.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
80 years old now. So even on good behavior, 88, he gets out.
Yeah.
He gets out at 88.
Good behavior.
That's all right. You can still get out. Like if
That's the interesting thing now, is what happens when he goes to prison. Do you reckon people are going to be like, "You're
Respect.
a good
Oh,
lad"?
he's going to get
or
respect, 100%. I
yeah,
think.
I would.
Yeah.
Even if he was a mild mannered old time, I'd love that even more. They go, right, we're going to look after you.
I think you would get. I don't think you
chosen
would get much shit because people would read about it and go, "That is fucking nuts." Even Harden Cons, but that's mental.
you went for it, lad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Late to the game, but you had a good fucking
And he had
try.
a fucking machine gun in his house as well. That's pretty cool.
that is pretty cool.
I mean, you're probably threatening people with it, but that's whatever. Man.
Why not? Yeah, fucking sticking up some suburban housewife who's got agoraphobia who needs diazepam to get through the fucking day. And she says, I'm sorry, Walter. I don't know what his name. What was his name?
John Spiddy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Spibby. I don't know why I'm giving them all the same voice because I imagine they live in the same retirement community. Sorry, I haven't got the money this week. I've got to wait for my pension to come through.
He was from Wigan, so he probably did have an accent. It's like General Norman, isn't it? Yeah.
Great guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever been into ever sold drugs?
Yeah, what better time to admit it than on camera? Yes, Paul.
I mean, out of the three of
you
us right now, he looks like the cunt who would sell drugs, right?
No. I look like
he
the
looks
kind of
like
guy
a
who's
guy who-
lost his mind on drugs.
Yeah.
Like
you come to too many acid trips and you become a victim.
I do look like one of the housemates that Spibby might have sold to eventually. Like she comes out one day and just goes, "Oh, I just need to drop my dosage."
Crushing
No,
up and snorting it for the eyes as well, just getting more high
yeah,
that
just to
way.
get it into my bloodstream as quick as possible.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Oh, would I? I think I admire the kind of. There's something quite anti-establishment about selling drugs, isn't there? Is that you're kind of off grid, you're not doing it. It's illegal, obviously, but I think there is. I mean, obviously, you're kind of, you're not. No, I wouldn't.
You're not being a good guy.
I'm
You're
just
not
thinking
being
of the
a good
pros
boy.
and cons. You're not being a good boy. I don't know. I don't know. I'd probably be too anxious to do it.
I mean, like, what seems nice about this, it hasn't come through yet, whether or not he was using, like, human trafficking or anything like that. It wasn't like, that's the worst thing I think about drugs is when you hear about, oh yeah, that bag of weed you bought. Oh, there was some poor bastard who had to live in the fucking attic for 19 years, making sure he was watering the plants and turning the lights on and off.
Yeah.
This old fella, I think it was just a
No, he's
mom
just
and pop
Yeah,
operation.
he's just a
you know,
one-man band. He was making a load of pills.
I think it was his
smoking
son.
tabs next to his lawnmower.
Yeah.
Just making a load of fucking pills.
using his
Free
using his
Oh,
Sorry, lads, got excited.
using his Airedale as a mule to smuggle diazepam across the border from Wigan to fucking Greater Wigan.
Yeah, it was a family operation. His son was involved. His wife, I don't think she knew. It seems like she was just walking the
Well,
dogs.
that's that's what they did. That's what they said with Skylar in Breaking Bad, didn't they? You know, she's got plausible deniability there.
Look in the books.
Yeah.
But yeah, that scene. It's only Class C as well, diazepam.
yeah. I mean, it's just a sleeper. It's not. I mean, you can't get addicted to them, but yeah.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
I mean, what it is,
Volume just
it's
gets
such a
to-
cool thing to do. Last 20 years of your life, just became a drug dealer. Became one of the biggest drug dealers in the UK.
I mean, you're dressed like a drug dealer, Paul. I think you could.
I might have passed.
Have you?
I might have passed a few bags here and there once
you?
or twice when I
Passed
was.
a few bags
I might
over?
have had to when I was out in Zakynthos.
I imagine you being like conned though quite a lot. You know, imagine you be conned quite regularly, where they just someone comes back to you and goes, Hilleard, these are just crushed up hula hoop dust. You made me snort this stank of cheese and onion.
Yep.
I want my money back.
You owe me 40 quid, officer.
Yeah,
The game is the game.
I mean, I would, would pass it over to this guy. So, Charlie, have you ever been involved in narcotics? Well, I think we all.
Nah, I'm teetotal, man.
I think, yeah, you
drink,
are.
I just drink
actually.
Carlin. That's all I drink, and that's all I. Yeah, that's it.
You've never had to curb stop a man who owed you some tick.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good old fashioned British tale.
Also, let him out. Take his money away.
I
and
think so.
let him
Actually,
out of
do you
prison.
think there should be like for something like that, considering the crime? Do you reckon there should for age should be included? You know, it should be factored in to a sentence and go. You know what?
Geezer leniency. There should definitely be some geezer leniency on this poor bastard.
I like that. Yeah. So they just go. You know what, mate? Couple of hours community service, and you get back to fucking woodwork or
I think because it was such
painting
an
little
organised-
figurines.
Because it was such an organised operation and they had machine guns, I don't think they're going to let him off for like a 2-month fucking slap on the wrist.
I keep forgetting about the machine gun. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
You know they let him.
No, he's 8 years old. He's only got a bloody machine gun at home. Oh, naughty
But
boy.
I reckon it wasn't loaded. It was ornamental. You know, he got what he do. You know, when you get it out and he just put it on the table in front of his enemies, and he just went, "I think that speaks for itself."
Well, there is geezer leniency. You know, Fritzl is getting out.
Now.
He's got
Yeah,
dementia, so they're letting him out.
Yeah, well, we don't. I mean, whether he has, well, that's what his defense team are using. I don't know.
Exactly. So let this fucker out.
And I mean, what he did wasn't that bad. Do you know what I mean? Come on, what, he give his kids a roof over their heads, all right? Now, they couldn't get out from under that roof, but still. All right. Well, that's, that was a fun little topic. Thank you very much, Charlie.
No,
that was excellent. Well, now we've had some people write in to this podcast. We've had and obviously thank you very much for emailing in, and keep them coming. So this is from a guy called Tom Wallace, who sent us an email, and he's got a story about Ninja. Now, it's probably worth giving a bit of context as to who Ninja is. Ninja's basically a local Cardiff legend, pretty much. He's a kind of big tall guy. He's kind of a performance artist, a rapper, who
or slash a man, mentally ill man roaming around the streets.
That too. Yeah, he is all those things.
But there's a thin line between each of those, and you know that.
And
yep. Yes, there is. But yeah, so we don't. Yeah, he's like a local character. I've got a few stories of.
he's a nice guy. I've chatted to him a few times.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
I've actually played poker with him as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On the street or in
No,
a
in
casino?
a pub in the Flute and Tankard. We was playing poker in there, and he just turned up next to me and started playing.
Is he
Really?
good at it?
He was alright.
Poker face?
I was chatting to him. He seems alright.
Is he as good at poker as he is drumming on the bins on Cardiff
No, I would
High
say
Street?
he's better at drumming on the bins.
Yeah. Well, I've got a few stories, a few encounters with him. I remember he preaches a lot, doesn't he? Like sometimes he will dress like a priest, but he preaches a lot. And I remember he was preaching, but he was cutting up. It was like a mixtape. He was cutting up bits of the Bible with like just stories from his life. So like he'd say things like, and they say, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." And then other people said, "Ninja, don't go to London." They were like, he was like sort of freestyling. Yeah. And I also remember I was working in a coffee shop in town, and I had to go and buy the milk from Waitrose. And I remember this is like early morning, looking out of the door and seeing Ninja. He had like a gold face mask on and like these kind of Egyptian robes, like head to toe. And he just saw him walking through the empty street. And he just opened his arms and he goes, "Cardiff, I am here." And also there was another time where I was in a local art centre doing some work, and I saw him come in, and I knew, like, just keep looking at the laptop. Don't look up. Don't acknowledge that he's there. And he sort of passed me and this other guy who'd clearly just come to the art centre for like an after work pint, just to wind down for the rest of the day. He was on his own, perfectly happy to be on his own, just nursing his pint.
Didn't go to a pub. Didn't want the pub characters. Went to an art centre.
Exactly.
Paid the premium of an art centre pint just so he could be left alone. In comes Ninja.
And they made eye contact with him. And he came right in and he just started like just chatting him. And I could see the life draining from this man's eyes as Ninja kept talking about like, "Arthur Pendragon, I am the Pendragon." He always talks about being Arthur Pendragon, who's like a kind of like a Celtic myth. He said, "I am the Pendragon." He just kept doing press ups in front of him constantly, and this guy was like watching him going, "Yeah, that's great, mate. Yeah, great." And he just kept doing press ups, going, "I am the Pendragon," and just kind of freestyle rapping at this guy who quickly necked his pint and then left.
It is the art centre, man. That's what you expect of the art centre.
So that's a bit of context. That's who Ninja is.
He's in great shape.
He is in very good shape. He goes to my gym, and he comes to the gym with like a kind of crown of thorns on his head with his own boombox, and he does the maddest exercises I have ever seen. He's like sit on the floor and he just thrusts like that.
Things which aren't really exercises.
They're not exercises. I don't know what he's doing. And then he'll just kind of prowl around the gym, eyeballing people, with this ghetto blaster.
He's always got
Run
a
DMC.
uniform, a different uniform. He'll have like a new mask or something.
Yeah.
He always has like a different outfit.
I think that's the performance
roles.
Artist element of him.
Yeah, he's an interesting dude. He's a local legend. If you've ever lived in Cardiff, you know exactly who he is. One of my best mates, Elliot, he fucking Ninja proposed to his mum once. He's like, "I don't know you that well
Take
enough."
Off on the offer?
Yeah, she's like, yes.
He's a scary dude though, because he is like he's a tall motherfucker. He's a huge.
Yeah, he's massive.
But and he has this booming voice, and he's just got this fucking energy. But I don't think he hurts anyone.
No,
I don't
he's
think
fine.
No,
he's like a nice guy. He's just fucking loud, and he can be.
He's intense.
Intense, yeah. When I was in uni, they did the student paper or the student magazine Quench. They put him on the front cover and they interviewed him. And it was mad because you had this like local fucking character chatting to like these 19-year-olds, and they thought, "Oh yeah, he'd be fun." And like again, they're just writing down him waffling on about being the Pandaren dragon and whatnot. And
I think they would have asked him questions like, "So what's your favorite topping on your pizza?" And he goes, "I am the Pendragon, the son of Jesus Christ." Okay, what do you like, pasta?
But he gives them such information. Supposedly he was like a model in New York, and he's been around the world, and he's bounced again. He's a good looking lad. He's got the fucking great bone structure, and he's tall.
That's what you're trying to say.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you know, I could feel like that was question was coming.
It?
I just knew, like, whether it's you and I are in sync or we just say the same shit over and over again.
Someone was going to talk about.
So as soon as anyone comments on a man's physical attractiveness in a non-sexual way, we just go, "Oh, so you want to bum him, do you?" Is that what you want to do,
who doesn't
Paul?
want to bum the Pandaren dragon?
You
want to ride that beast?
Is it? So you keep saying the Pandaren dragon. That's not what it is.
What did he say?
Arthur Pendragon.
Oh, right. Pandaren.
Pandaren's a whiskey.
Yeah, that's what I figured out.
So now there's a bit of context about Ninja anyway. So that he's the local Cardiff character. So Tom Wallace says, "Hello chaps. Everyone in Cardiff probably has a Ninja story, so here's mine. Me and a few friends were on our way to a park in Grangetown to play football one Saturday afternoon. As we approached, we noticed the football pitches and children's play area were completely empty apart from one man who stood in the middle of a seesaw, rocking back and forth with his eyes closed. As we got closer, we realized it was bin drummer / street ranter extraordinaire Ninja. Probably a standard Saturday afternoon for him, we thought, and continued on to the football pitches. After a few minutes of kicking the ball around, Ninja climbed down from the seesaw and approached us. He told us he'd been sponsored by Barclays to manage a five-a-side football team and wanted to know if we'd be up for it. Being too awkward to say no, and remembering the story about him turning up to John Lewis in a rather bad mood, dressed as Batman carrying a sledgehammer, we politely obliged. For the next hour, he led us through various drills and techniques. The main one involved us passing the ball to each other with only one touch, while he screamed, 1 touch! Only 1 touch! At us. Eventually, he got bored and left, by which point we were too emotionally drained to continue, so we also went home. Suffice to say, we never heard from Ninja again, and our dreams of being Sunday League champions ended that Saturday afternoon. Keep up the good work, and maybe next time I'll tell you the story about when I found Paul kissing my dad in Goody Hugh. I don't know if that's a real story, Paul. I mean, you claim not to know this man.
What is the guy's name?
Tom Wallace.
I'm sorry, Tommy. I feel like we might know each other.
Well, if you want to email us again and maybe have some more elaborate on that story a bit more, I'm sure that would be funny. I mean, we all know what Paul thinks of Ninja's bone structure. Yeah, he's probably copping off with dudes left, right, and center, aren't you, Nancy? That's coming from me. All right, calm down, mate. All right, and then we've got a voicemail. Did you just call me a wanker?
Yeah, man. We
right,
both
cool,
think
man.
you're a wanker. Like.
Cool man. No problem. Like, don't value your opinion anyway. And then I've got a voicemail to play. Now, this full disclosure, this is from a friend of mine from back in the valleys in Beddau called Lloyd. To trim this out. Sorry, mate.
Tom Wallace a drummer or some shit?
I don't know. Right, anyway. Do you want to hear? Let's hear the voicemail.
Go on, hit us.
Good evening, gentlemen. Congratulations on your fine podcast. I thought I'd give you some delightful treacles from the town that myself and Darren had the misfortune or fortune of growing up, Bather. So, the first character was a gentleman called Stubbsy, who was convinced or identified that he was a car. He would run around the streets of Bather from school time till after school time, and when asked what type of car he was, he would always reply that he was a larder. So, usually left to his own devices, running around enjoying it. So one day, me and my dad were sat in the local Texaco petrol station, and we see our good friend Stubbsy run in, fill his pockets with petrol, went and paid for it, and not a single person in the queue or in the garage batted an eyelid. Just to give you a little bit of an update on Stubbsy later on in life, as soon as he realised he could ride the Edwards/Bebs buses from Bather, he was on there from morning till night, living out his dream.
So there we go. Little
Do you remember
story.
Stubbsy?
No, I never encountered Stubbsy. No, never did. But yeah, I can totally believe that was true. Yeah, I totally believe that was true. Filling up your
straight
pocket.
into the pocket.
Yeah, straight into the pockets, and then off he zoomed.
How did he
back
know when he
home.
was full? Because surely he would have been
Good
seeping
question.
out like.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, that was.
I remember I was with my dad once when I was about 15, 16, and he was filling up his car in a petrol station. And what he was trying to, we were in a queue, and there was a guy in front of us, and he paid for his petrol, sat in his car, but sat in his car for about, I don't know, 30 seconds, maybe a minute, just looking forward. My dad was just, because most of the time when you go into a car, you go into a filling up, you instantly get into your car and drive off quickly.
Yeah, sure.
But this guy was sitting there for maybe a minute, just like looking really quite sad. My dad angrily got out of the car and knocked on his window. What the fuck you doing? Go on, fuck off! I want to fucking move a petrol in. And he goes, my wife has just died of cancer. Life is too short. That's all he said. My dad came back and he was like, he's gone about his fucking wife, his fucking cancer, he's fucking talking bullshit. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't. I'm pretty sure he was not talking bullshit. I'm pretty sure his wife has just died of cancer. You miserable old bastard.
Well, I don't care. I'm trying to get my boy to football practice. Oh, you know, fuck, just because you ain't got a wife, I've got a wife, and she's waiting at home with we'll cook dinner. I'm starving.
He just couldn't. He couldn't defeat that. The compassion couldn't come in. He just couldn't feel
The
compassion.
rage was too
The
full.
rage was too
Yeah,
much.
it's
And the
too
compassion
high.
couldn't get anywhere. Like there's no inkling of it.
He knew he was in the wrong, but
knew
he
he
was
was
like,
wrong,
I
but
can't.
He was trying to justify his anger, and then I was like, no. You were wrong.
Did your dad start beeping him? Go,
No, he just slowly drove off, and you could see he was like clearly really upset. He was like in his 70s. This guy just slowly driving off. Like, oh.
It's too short. Oh my god, that's
So that's I think a good message to end on for the Union Scum podcast this week. Thanks to Tom and Lloyd for messaging those in. And yeah, if you got more stories about weird characters or weird situations, then send them in. And yeah, that's
Tom.
it for
Tell
this
me about your
week's-
dad.
Yeah,
I want to know about your
talk
dad because
about,
I don't
Paul's-
believe you.
Paul's dad. He kisses a lot of dads, basically. So he needs to figure out which one it was. Okay, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. Bye.
Bye.